Hello dear friends of Dream About Anything. In today's video I will show you how with 4 old tires I made my own punching bag. But before that, intro please. The first thing I need is a boxing gloves. Actually I need work gloves. I will have to work hard first. I have already found old tires. You know they're not hard to find. Everyone who has a car at some point buy new tires and throw away the old ones. The ones I find are 16 inches, but I think smaller ones would work just fine. Of course I have to give them a good wash, after all they have been rolling on the road for a long time. I will use this special solution in my recipe. I will share it with you if you promise to keep it in secret. It may seem like a joke to you, but the combination of degreaser and washing powder cleans all materials and surface flawlessly. I rub well with the brush until shine and then rinse. And do you have a secret recipe for cleanser? Please share in the comments if you have any. I bought the remaining things from the nearby hardware store. The total value is around 30 euros. This will also be the cost of the entire project. I need some 6mm tubes, a chain that I think to use to hang the whole thing, several carabines, nuts and blind nuts. I start with the hardest part of the whole project, punching the tires in the right places. This is my first time doing something like this. If you have an idea how it could be made easier, let me know in the comments. I plan to put 3 studs throughout 4 tires. I will literally string them up like a shish kebab. Thanks to the division on the tire, I determined the places of the holes that I will make. I need to make 6 holes in the tire for the studs to go through. Using the tape measure, I will transfer each distance from tire to tire. I make the first hole and then transfer the dimensions, and so 3 more times for 3 holes. To drill holes on the other side of the tire as well, I decided to use the right angle. Even if it is a bit off, it will not be a problem. However, it is a rubber and can stretch slightly. I also chose a large drill bit so the studs would go through easier. I start with the tire that will be at the bottom. It will be clamped with a washer and a blind nut. Additionally, I plan to put a washer and nut on the inside of the tire, because that's where all the weight of the other tires will fall. I put them there to save the bottom tire from smashing. There is where I put the blind nut, and on the other side there is a counter nut. In a similar way, I place the other 2 studs. I start by threading the tires. I hope my measurements were correct, but even if they are not, the tires can stretch a little. Also the stud is 6mm, which means it can bend slightly if needed. I don't put any extra nuts on the middle two tires. It makes no sense. And on this side I put a nut that will be a counter nut to the lifting eye nut on which I will hang the chain. You see a easy trick, how to wind nuts faster. I cut the studs to the required height. And this is the lifting eye nut that I will attach the chain to. Remember that there is a counter nut under this nut that I have also tightened. I will use these small carabines to make it easier to attach the chain to the eyes. From the chain I cut 3 equal parts. Each has 15 units, which correspond to about 30 centimeters. I have also bought a larger carabine that will connect the 3 chains to one point. Time to check how much this thing weighs. If I can pick it up, then it's good. There was nothing left but to put it on and try it out. I drag it to my training room. No place to hang yet. I will put it on the pull-up bar for now and then find a more convenient spot. If you need to hang something like this somewhere, I recommend that you find a helper. I manage it myself, but I would have saved myself a lot of trouble if I have someone to help me. I also bought gloves especially for this. So far I have never punched a bag, nor have I engaged in any combat sports, but I read that the punching bag workouts are perfect cardio. Left, right, left, right. After just a minute, my heart rate hits the ceiling. I have a surge of energy and feel unique. If you like DIY project of any kind, subscribe to the channel. By subscribing, we help move forward together and learn from each other's mistakes. Remember, if you haven't made a mistake, you haven't tried. That was all from me, dreamers. Hit a like now and then. People say that something depends on them, although I have other observation. I was crushed from them about anything. See you again in the next video. And I continue to struggle.